Welcome back. I'm Uday Pratap Singh. You're joining us on NewsX after nearly 2 weeks of courtroom battles, protests against the police and dueling allegations on forensic and digital evidence. Twisha Sharma's last rites were carried out on Sunday evening at the Bhopal cremation ground, where grief-stricken relatives carried the 33-year-old model and actor's remains to her funeral pyre. Covered in marigolds and silence, when Twisha's body was finally released after the second post-mortem conducted by experts from Delhi at AIIMS Bhopal, her family gathered for one final glimpse before the cremation. Carrying her body wrapped in white and bright red cloth and placed on a bamboo bier towards the cremation ground triggered a fresh eruption of grief for the family of Twisha. Joining us now live at this point is Manika Mehrotra, Twisha's friend, also Rashi Kaushal. A friend of Twisha also joins us on the broadcast. Anushka, another friend of Twisha, is also live with us. Ellen Rao, former IPS officer, joins us live. PSV Rao, senior doctor, is also joining us on the broadcast. Tahira Hassan, social activist, is also with us live as well. Let me begin with you first, Manika. First, a personal question about how you would like to remember Twisha. Your friend, of course, has been laid to rest today. A final journey took place. We saw those very, very emotional visuals, of course. But how would you like to remember your friend?
So, shorter words right now because I'm short of words right now. We have nothing left but to stay strong right now because we have to fight for our friend. It was heartbreaking today saying goodbye to our dear friend, but I would like the world to remember her as a brilliant, beautiful soul who knew how to fight, and she was full of life, and I just wish that she was with us. I don't know what else to say. I'm heartbroken right now, to be honest.
I can imagine. I can imagine. But of course, the fight for justice now becomes very important, Manika. How important is that for you now, making sure that Twisha gets justice and also the investigation, how it's going so far? Are you satisfied with it? What more would you want as a friend?
Yes, I am satisfied, sir. I've regained my faith in the judiciary. I've regained faith because of the media, and I'm hopeful. I'm very, very hopeful. I'm very hopeful right now that things will, after the second post-mortem, things will regain authenticity, which we were suspecting was missing initially. But now I think things will proceed in a manner that will get justice to Twisha.
Yes, but the statements that we've heard so far from her in-laws, now this news coming in that her mother-in-law is going to fight her case herself. What do those statements really mean to you? What did you make of those statements?
She doesn't have anything else. She has no one else to fight for her because obviously she's guilty, and the way she was throwing mud on my friend's reputation shows that she was so agitated that she has nothing she can prove. So she was just simply putting allegations on my friend's reputation. She was saying things that had no base, made no sense to anybody in this country or anywhere in this world. It will absolutely make no sense. She's definitely hiding something huge under her wordplay. She wanted to distract the public while she was saying those horrible things about my friend. She was just trying to distract the public.
Rashi Kaushal, let me also draw you in here. How would you also want to remember your friend? Let me start off by asking you that. Today she's been laid to rest. We saw those emotional visuals after the second post-mortem. Finally, of course, her last rites did take place. How would you remember her, Rashi?
So today is a very bad day to maybe mention all of this because we saw her last rites and all of us have been shattered by it. But nonetheless, she has been the strongest person that I know. She stood up for me also in places. And I hope everybody remembers what a strong person Twisha was. And all of this is happening only because she was always there for people. So many people are standing there for her today only because she stood there for us. So I always want people to remember how strong of a soul, how strong of a person she was. She always said that all these are soul connections that we're making, were soulmates. That's why we meet people. So we know that today we've burnt her, but nonetheless, her soul is going to be there with us in this fight. And we will make sure that everything that has been done behind the bar, behind the doors, is going to come out. She will get justice.
Yes. Now the investigation, are you satisfied with that so far? What more would you want? Of course, we are learning that the Madhya Pradesh police have now formally approached the High Court to cancel the bail of Giribala Singh. Of course, the husband of Twisha is in custody now. Are you satisfied with the investigation, the way it is progressing? What more would you want?
So we're very satisfied. We are very thankful to the judiciary to actually come out and help us. The media has supported us so much, but our first demand now is that Giribala Singh should be behind bars. She is an accused as much as Samarth. She has troubled Twisha at every step of their marriage, and she has to go behind the bars. Now that Supreme Court has also intervened, CBI is in place, we have all hopes and faith in this matter that nothing is going to go wrong, and all the truth and all these
And what
statements
she's
that have
tried
been
to
put.
put forward about your friend, what do you make of that? About her personal life, about her personal choices, about her behavior, about her relation with her parents? What did you make of all of that?
Sir, as much as I know of Twisha, she was a very, very, very spiritual person. Where she's saying कि दिया नहीं लगाती थी और पौधों को plants को पानी नहीं देती थी. All her life she has done this. She has always done this. She would be doing it. It is just that she wasn't satisfied with how much Twisha was doing for that family. She was such a bold girl that she could stand for others, and she still put in so much efforts in this marriage. She made sure that she works on her marriage. She gave the last chance also to this family to make sure कि उसकी शादी चले. एंड जब वो नहीं चली तो इन लोग ने उसके ऊपर ये सब लगाना शुरू कर दिया. They have killed her, and now they're accusing her, they're defaming her, bad mouthing her. All of this is very wrong. This shows the character that they have put across, and not just us. The whole of the nation is speaking of
Yes.
this. People are speaking of the fact that what mother-in-law speaks of such things when their daughter-in-law dies.
Yes.
Even if a small plant in your house dies, you're speaking of the plant so much, but you're not speaking good about your daughter-in-law. How can you be so heartless?
Right. It's interesting you mentioned that the fact that she was spiritual, because we saw that video also of her with a devotional song and playing with her dog and humming along, of course, while that devotional song was playing. Anushka, let me draw you in here as well. It has been, I'm sure, an emotional day for you and, of course, entire friends and family of Twisha. She was laid to rest today. Those visuals, of course, had come in. Anushka, what would you say today on this day where we saw the last journey of your friend, and how would you remember Twisha?
It was definitely very difficult to watch. I think so many days we were, so occupied with wanting to get the justice that somewhere we, maybe skipped our mind that this day will come and we will have to process it in this way. It was very, very hard, very heavy. And I'm still not able to process it. Honestly speaking, I have to keep reminding myself that this has happened to someone that we have known for so long, so closely. And I just think that there will be no day where we will be able to ever actually believe or, kind of accept it. I know we all have to. But it's going to be really, really, really tough for us all.
Yes. Now,
And
yes. Now in this fight for justice as well, what happens next? What would you expect from the judiciary? What would you expect from the police and others who are investigating this case? And are you satisfied with how it is progressing?
yeah, now I think I feel that we are headed on the right way now. Maybe there was a delay And sadly, there was that. But I hope now we are all on the right path. All the process will happen in the right way. Um, like we've all been demanding or requesting, in fact, that this be taken in procedural way that is defined by law. I hope, I genuinely hope, we all hope that it continues to be the case and we don't see any other influences or any other, authorities or biases come in between. That's our only request. And I think we're all, kind of getting or, kind of having our hopes now. I just request all the authorities, the judiciaries to please, continue doing that and let our, whatever belief we have put in you,
And these
please.
stories that are being told about Twisha now, about from her in-laws, and of course from her husband's legal defense. What do you make of those stories and that point of view that is coming from that side?
I think those are just not relatable. Absolutely. I mean, it's like, she's just picked up the most random and absurd things to say that none of us are able to, relate with at all. We have spent enough time with Trisha. And like we say, right, we've seen her in through a lot of phases of our lives since childhood, since school, since college, in different you know times of our life. And it's just at no point in time would any of us close to her accept, or we just cannot think whatever the family is saying is true. It's absolutely untrue.
Sakhi,
It makes no sense.
Sakhi, we saw those emotional visuals, of course, from Bhopal today. The family broke down. They just couldn't control themselves. These were extremely emotional visuals that we're seeing on our screens that our viewers saw earlier in the day as well. How would you remember Sakshi, your friend? How would you like to remember her today on this day when her last journey has taken place in Bhopal?
I'm also, I don't have words to say, but yes, she's been a very strong soul, strong girl. I hope, I won't be able to put into my words how, because she was sister to me, a person who has given me so much strength to survive in a state like Mumbai. She was the one who gave me hopes that no, you can stay here. Mumbai is a place where you can fulfill your dreams.
Yes.
Strong, I would just say that she was very strong, and I would just want all the girls to be so strong the way she was. I am very short of words. My heart is paining right now. My heart is crying. I don't know. The visuals which I saw right now of her last rites were heartbreaking. But yes, this day was supposed to come, and finally I feel that she will rest in peace. We will keep fighting for her justice.
Yes. No, and well, you just said, of course, your friend is strong, so you also have to be strong for her, like her. And now in this fight for justice, are you satisfied with how things are going when you've heard the kind of things said about her, which obviously all of you believe are completely untrue? What does that make you feel? And this alternate reality that is being put up by the defense of Giribala Singh and Samar Singh. How do you react to that?
So first of all, I know that judiciary is working, and I'm sure my friend will get justice. And yes, as Anushka mentioned, that it is a little late, but still we are going to on a right path. And we have full hopes that we will get the justice soon. Twisha will get the justice soon. But whatever I have heard from the defense party, I don't feel that whatever she is saying could be even true, because there are some barriers when we are with our family.
Yes.
But when we are with friends, we don't keep any barriers. We are transparent. either we know in and out when we are with friends, and I've never felt that she was such a kind of person. I have stayed with her for 2 years. I have shared. I'm not saying that a person will do diya every day. You believe from heart. It's not that only idol worship is everything. I have gone to मंदिर्स with her. मैंने पूजा करी है. हम लोग रोज सूर्य देव को जल चढ़ाते थे. There was a time when हम लोग ने decide किया नहीं, we will get up early, we will worship Surya Dev. I have done that with her. I never had a plant at home, and I shifted out when we were not staying together. She was the one. She got me the plant. Like, no, Sakshi, पेड़ होने चाहिए घर पे. It gives you positivity.
Yes.
So I don't think so. What Giribala said was making any sense.
Yes. And
even if she thinks that whatever was done, it was not
Yes.
it was Twisha's fault, she did it. Nobody should put such kind of allegations
Yes.
after the person has passed away.
Yes. You know, the Supreme Court also saying that there were some procedural discrepancies. Does that also give you hope that now things will be corrected which weren't so far? Also, the second post-mortem has happened, after which obviously the last rites took place. Again, that's something that Twisha's family wanted. Are you hoping that the second post-mortem will be important in this case as well?
Definitely, because I'm sure that second post-mortem would have been done without any bias, without biasness, without any pressure from this Giribala, because what I feel that first must have got tampered, because as we have the call records that she made several calls and everything. So I am hoping that the second post-mortem would be a fruitful thing, that we will get something and we will get the clarity. Because as a layman also, when we saw those injuries and kind of strangle was there, we also know that we have also read it, how things goes, how if person is trying to kill herself, or she wants to hang herself. There are actual visuals that sorry. So basically, I'm sorry, I just can't hold my emotions. But yes, I feel that this would give us a positive, and I am just hoping for tomorrow's hearing that what happens, it happens.
Yes. Samira, let me draw you in here as well. Samira Saigal also with us on you know, your first thoughts today. It's been, of course, an emotional day, I'm sure, for you as well. It's the last journey of Twisha, which we've seen happen there in Bhopal. Your friend has been laid to rest. Very, very emotional visuals. How would you like to remember her on this day?
I keep getting ashes of her. She's laughing, making jokes, and we're so happy. And the last image of her was when she was getting married. She was so happy. She was so excited. I don't know how to believe that she's gone. I really don't know how to believe this or process this, that she's gone.
Yes. It's not sinking in, as you're saying, for you. No, I can imagine, but you have to be strong. As you all have said, she was strong, your friend was strong. And now, you know, this fight for justice, of course, will need to continue, isn't it, Samira? Are you hopeful in the way things are progressing?
Yes, we're very hopeful. We're very thankful to all of you to have covered this and to help us in bringing her justice. We just really hope that the investigation is now done fairly. Though I don't know. See, I don't know. It's been there. 10 days have passed, and knowing that lady and the way she is, when she comes and speaks on national television, it gives us jitters to even imagine what Twisha was living through. I just hope that give her a fair investigation.
Yes. And, you know, when you hear now the way that Twisha is also being painted by her in-laws, by their legal team, what does that make you feel as well as a friend? This alternative version of Twisha that they want the world to see.
They're just trying to cover up. They're just trying to cover up because I know her, I've known her for more than 13 years, and I know what kind of a person she was. She was so fond of, she was so fond of animals. She used to keep a fast on every Monday without fail. Sometimes even I told her, I said, Twisha, it's okay, you can just give it a break. But she used to say that, no, I want to do it and I will do it. And she used to do all of that. She was a full of life person, and I know whatever they are saying about her is absolutely false. It's absolutely false. They are just trying to tarnish her image, and that's about it.
Yes. Ellen Rao, tell us, of course, now as a former IPS officer yourself, how important this second post-mortem is going to be, and the findings of it. How is it going to, aid the investigation that is currently underway?
Good evening, Uday, and to all my co-panelists. And we have a full sympathy about the victim's family. The second postmortem report is maybe important because it will be done by the independent board of doctors here as directed by the Honorable Court. And but one thing I must tell you that because of so many days have passed, the body might have changed some particularly, but the injuries definitely will be available, which are to be explained, and whereas the suspicion has been drawn that there were some injuries which could have indicated that it's a murder case, and that will, I think, it will come up in this second post-mortem report as well. Initially, if the injuries were not there in the initial post-mortem report conducted there in Bhopal. I must tell you that the post-mortem of the body at the first instance was also, I think, conducted by the board of doctors. At least 3 doctors conducts the post-mortem, and during that post-mortem, I think that there are instructions that it will be conducted under the videography also. That videography, all the whole process is also conducted, is taken by the doctors at the time of they are conducting the postmortem report, and that is also part of the police investigation. As per human rights, that when there are some suspicions, then at that time the videography of the postmortem report is also conducted.
Okay.
So let us see what is the second postmortem report is there. Then after that, if there is some difference and there are some contradictions between the first and the second postmortem report, definitely that will create some more doubts about the investigation of this case. But definitely that the case should be investigated under the close supervision of the senior officers, and that importance of this postmortem report will be revealed after it is available with
Absolutely.
the police.
PSV Rao, how much does this delay really hamper the way the post-mortem would have been conducted, the second post-mortem, and also the fresh analysis, the fresh findings? What bearing is that going to have on the case?
Good evening. My condolences to the family. See, there are 3-4 things that come to my mind. One, you asked about the delay. Any delay gives opportunity to suspects or those who have, if anyone has done a crime, to try and erase those evidences. And here, the accused, both of them are from the legal system. So they will have a definitely better idea than a lay person on how to suppress or how to erase the evidence. Now, as far as the body itself is concerned, usually these bodies are kept in cold storage. So there will be some deterioration, but not very much. And they will have to explain all the injuries. There is a huge difference between strangling someone or someone hanging themselves. So that difference can be made out, especially to the injuries inside the neck to the spine. That doesn't happen if you strangle someone or then try to hang them to make it look like that. And the other issue that I see here is if people who have such good legal knowledge, that means a lawyer and a retired judge, why did they not actually take an image of what if it was a hanging and then be transparent about it? And you are trying to fudge the whole thing, obviously will cause a lot of doubts in the people's mind. If so many people all over the India are having doubts, and Supreme Court also thinks it is worthwhile looking into it, and that
Yes.
having a 3-member bench
Yeah.
with the Chief Justice, obviously.
Yes.
So I'm hoping that once the second postmortem report comes out, we will have more clarity on it.
What do you
Because
believe? What
but
do you
still
believe?
there is
What
justice.
do you believe is now going to be the pace of the investigation? Tahira Hassan, following the Supreme Court hearing tomorrow. Tahira Hassan.
Oh, sorry.
Tahira Hassan, that question is for you.
Okay, please repeat the question.
I'm asking you about what do you believe is going to be the pace of the investigation now and the new direction post the Supreme Court
Yes.
also now taking cognizance and hearing the matter tomorrow.
It's a very good step. First, I want to express my condolences to Twisha family. You know, it's very painful for them, I know. There are no words to express pain. Second thing, it's a very good step that Supreme Court, highest court of the land, once again, I always say that Supreme Court always stand with the women. This time again, they have taken the sumo moto. So I think there is lots of hopes, but the few lapses, I think this panelist can also say, tell about it, because they are and the police officers and all, that the belt was not collected and given to police, you know. That belt with which they are saying that she had committed the suicide with the help of the belt, that belt is essential for scientific investigation and for forensic also, because DNA, fingerprints, these all are needed for that. That is always produced in suicide case, but that is not produced. And second thing is this, that after the death of the daughter-in-law, you know that in such a tragic way, this Judge Sahiba, this Gribala, called next day of the death of this Twisha, she called to CCTV technician. So these things are also taken in account also. Because the delay, whenever the delay, we always say, in these cases, the police must collect the evidences properly, immediately, whether, I don't know, the crime scene was sealed or not, that place was sealed, room was sealed or not. This cannot, I don't know, but I think she was very influential there. So what has been done, we can't say. How much has been tempered the evidences. So, but we still believe in in Supreme Court, we trust in Supreme Court.
Okay.
So I'm sure that Twisha will get the justice. And because one more reason I want to say,
Yes.
that her mother-in-law, after the death of her daughter-in-law,
Right.
in a tragic way, she is talking about that plants are dying.
Yes.
You know, my plants are dying. She
Okay.
was not supervising the cook. And she was doing character assassination of her daughter-in-law just to protect her son.
Okay.
If her son was not guilty, why he was hiding?
Okay. In
Why
fact, we've
did
got
not
a
come
we've
out
got a
and-
breaking reaction coming in. Twisha's father, Navnidhi Sharma, has given his grief-stricken statement after Twisha's last rites. He said, "We don't know how we will live without her. I thank everyone for their support and she will get justice."
अलग ही चीज में पीड़ा का है। अच्छा, बच्चे जब बड़े हो जाते हैं ना तो एक उल्टा हो जाता है, माँ बाप बच्चे जैसे हो जाते हैं, बच्चे जो है माँ बाप को रोकने का नहीं करते।
Is joining us for more on this story. Prakhar, Twisha's family speaking with the media after her last rites were conducted today. What have they said?
Yes, so first of all, I wish to state one thing. I was on the cremation ground and I could see the family how how they were grief, how were in grief they were crying, they were weeping. This was the first day when they could have realized that what loss they have got, because until now in these 12 13 days the family was struggling for fair investigation, for courts, for judiciary to come in to for the justice for justice to their daughter. This was the day when they saw their daughter lying on the her last right bed full of garlands. I could make it that what family was going through. Then also her father gave a statement. According to him, this was how the pace of investigation right now is going on a right track, which
Okay.
he has mentioned this whole day repeatedly. Also,
Yes.
the way Supreme Court
Yes.
comes
I
in
want to ask
the
one very quick question with Dr. PSV Rao on when the findings are expected. The second post-mortem has been done. How soon will we expect the results to be out, sir?
Out soon, the physical examination, but if there is any chemical examination, like was she drugged or something else was done, those chemical tests will take time. But the physical examination, there shouldn't be too much delay in it,
Okay.
because the more the delay there is, the more suspicion there will be. So
Okay.
that at least should be part of the
Right.
report should be out.
Okay,
Now,
okay. I'm
soon.
taking a very short break at that point. My thanks to all of our guests for joining us. Our condolences, of course, yes, with Twisha's friends and family. Appreciate you taking out time at this very, very emotional moment for you all. And thanks to our other guests as well who joined us, Dr. Rao, Tahir Hassan, and of course, Mr. Rao as well. Let's take a break. Much more coming.